Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, December 18th. We're going to start the day off with a sneeze. No? Nope. No, okay, it ran away. That's fine. It's about 11 o'clock, and I woke up not feeling great, like super congested, so I took some Dayquil. Hopefully that'll help get rid of whatever's floating around in my body right now. Sucks, but I kind of expected it just because like the meds I was on last week really dropped down my immune system. They knock it out. Just the nature of the drug. So I'm not surprised at all that I'm not feeling great this week, but I feel better than I did last week, which is good. So this morning I'm going to work on getting this weekend's vlog edited and uploaded. Did I ever? Wow, I never, okay. Day 15 is now up. I uploaded it and I just never hit like the publish button. So day 15 is now up, so that's exciting. Oh, and then remember how I was talking about, I mean, you've probably seen it by now, but remember how I was talking about how I had the one mini in those scrappy socks? I could not figure out where it went. Yeah, I completely forgot. Like, I recorded it. I just completely forgot to put it in the video. So there's a day 14 part 2 because I completely forgot to include that clip. No wonder why I couldn't find it. It wasn't published anywhere. But day 15 is now up. I had it yesterday. I did it all. Like I said, I uploaded it to YouTube. I just never hit the like make it public thing. So that was smart. Anyway, so day 15 is up. So now I'm going to work on days 16 and 17. I got 2 of the 8 minis I needed to get into the blankets. So there won't be any like blanket updates on those ones, and I hope that's okay. Otherwise, I'm going to fall into the whole like day 11 through 13 thing of like, if I try to wait, it's just going to end up being like one big vlog for the rest of the time here. And I don't want to do that. So I'm going to edit 16 and 17, get that uploaded. I still need to make my list. I'm going to do that right after I get the video done of like what I need to get done this week. So I need to need to do January club, maybe February too. Since my plan is a whole year-long fade, I might want to do like the first 3 together. We'll see how that goes. Actually, wouldn't be a bad idea. I might do that. But get at least January club figured out so I can post about it so people can order it. And then I need to make up the whole post for January clubs too. So it's going to be great. And then probably work on the blanket. I started my book last night and then my headphones died. That was so sad. It's interesting because I'm reading they're from Maureen Johnson. I first read the Truly Devious trilogy, and these next 2, The Box in the Woods and The 9 Liars, are listed as 4 and 5 of that group. And so far it's been, at least for The Box in the Woods, you could read it by itself. Like, you're not necessarily missing anything, but it's the character development, and they like reference things in the Truly Devious trilogy that makes sense if you've read it, but they also don't spoil anything for that trilogy. So if you haven't read the trilogy and you just want to read The Box in the Woods, you're not gonna, like, nothing's gonna be ruined for you for the trilogy. Does that make sense? I really like that. I love books that like, it's a series, but you could read it as standalones if you wanted to. Those, I always enjoy those. Like, the character development makes it better. But if you're like, oh, I just want to read this one random book, like, you're not missing out on things. Oh, my head is so congested right now. But we got this. We got this. So yeah, I'm going to get my video edited, make a list, check it twice, and then figure out where I'm going from there. So I'll probably check in at some point today, so I'll see you in a bit. Hello, it is now about 2 o'clock. The day 16 and 17 vlog is uploading right now. I remembered to hit publish right away, so it'll go up as soon as it's done processing. And then I redid my like to-do list thing, and honestly I think I'm gonna like print this for every single week. So all I did was like break down the day and then like the top 3 things I want to get done, and then this is just like the general to-do list. And I did, what's a good example? So like this is the blanket, so I just like broke it down step by step, or like the blanket, but then each day, or like for January club, and then the things that I would need to get it completed. So I think like I said, I might do this for every week now, just print one so I can just have it on my desk and then like have a better idea and try to like stay on top of things, because I've established multiple times that in my own trial and error that having a schedule as far as like, oh, at 11 o'clock I want to do this, or at 3 o'clock I want to do that, like that just doesn't work for me. So I'm thinking if I do like the top 3 things I want to get done for the day, and I don't have to have 3, like it can just be one thing, then it doesn't matter if I, like tomorrow I need to dye a January club so I can get pictures and stuff like that. So tomorrow I could get up at 7 o'clock and dye it, or if I don't get around till like 8 o'clock at night dyeing it, that's okay, as long as it gets done that day. So I think I'm going to switch to that kind of a life approach, I guess. But I did get that done, so that's fun. So today, my top 3 things for today are to develop the January colors, so like pull the colors I want to use, kind of figure out what style I'm going to do, figure out the tonal, and like I said earlier, I might try to do February at the same time, and maybe March, but at least get January done. So get that all written up, and then probably soak yarn and stuff like that, so tomorrow or even later today if I feel up to it, I can dye it. So that's goal number 1, top 3. And then get my blanket caught up, the Teal Torch Knits one, and then work on the Advent Swap socks. So I think right now I have day 9 here ready to open for the swaps, sock swap, scrap swap, whatever. Words are hard right now. And then I will open day 18 for the Teal Torch Knit countdown. And then I'll get those caked up and then work on developing colorways and stuff like that. Because then once those colorways are developed, I'll gauge how I'm feeling, either dye it today or get ready to dye it tomorrow. I'm feeling better than I was this morning. It's still a little bit of congestion and stuff, and like my throat's a little sore. So I'm on the fence of like, do I just kind of chill for the rest of the day to make sure it goes away, or just go for it? So we'll see how I feel in a little bit. But right now I'm going to open day 9 and then open day 18, get those caked up, and then kind of go from there. Okay, so this is day 9 of the Advent Swap with Amanda, courtesy of Madcow Mandy. Oh man, I just tied it into a knot. Because there's been bows on every single one, and so far I was able to, yeah, hey, pull the right string on a bow and it just comes undone. Yeah, I tied that one into a knot this time. But today we have, oh my goodness, we have another Dove Milk Chocolate, and then we have a Sour Punch Straw candy thing. So that'll be fun. Sour isn't usually my go-to, but I haven't had sour in a long time. That'll be good. And then, oh, this one's super pretty. Goodness. There's another, oh, this is cute. I'll show you that in a second. but it is another blue, pink, purpley, but this one has like a little bit of brown in it. That looks really pretty. And then the stitch marker I got today is an owl. That's so cute. It's a little on the, like, it's not huge, but it's definitely bigger than the other ones I've gotten from her, which is fine. But look how cute that is. So this is really pretty. So this is going to be the heel color. Oh, that'll be fun. And then this is from Ashley Lyther. I feel... Of course it's not going to focus. There we go. Yes, one of the other minis was from her too, one of the other scraps. I'm 99% sure. I'm pretty sure this is the second one from her for this countdown, which is great. I'm so excited. This one's really pretty. I like this one a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to open day 18, get those caked up. Oh, real quick before I forget again, I've been meaning to show you guys these and I keep forgetting every single time. So my Candy Cane Forest socks have been my kind of like knitting while I'm editing project, and like there's both of them. I'm just gonna show you the one. Look how cute they are. This is from the marker to here is from today, but look how cute those are. They're not probably another like 2.5 inches till I get to the heels, but look how cute those are. I really like the slip stitch. It adds just enough of like an excitement to it, but it's not crazy busy. And of course my little hot chocolate peppermint mocha guy from Charmed and Dangerous. She has the best stitch markers, I promise you guys. They're amazing. He's so cute. But yeah, so of course I get the second one up there. Yep. So I still need to figure out what projects I'm bringing with me to Colorado. I know I am not bringing any new cast-ons. I'm only bringing whips. So I think it might just be these socks and maybe like my Advent swap socks if I'm not done with those yet. And I think that's going to be it, just because we will be gone technically for 7 days. 4 of those days we're going to be driving, and I'll probably end up driving most of it. So it's not going to be, so it'll be like 3 days of knit time, but even those 3 days we're spending with family. So I'm not going to try to bring too much. So I think just these socks if they're not done, and then the Scrappy Swap socks if those aren't done. And I think that's going to be it for projects bringing with me to Colorado, which doesn't feel like enough, but I know it's going to be more than enough. And worst case scenario, I have a dyer friend that lives in the same town or same city that we're going to. I don't know if she'll be around for the holidays, but worst case scenario, I can just like hit her up and be like, hey, so I'm here and I don't have anything to knit, so can I buy some yarn from you? Thanks. I've done it before. We've been to visit and I either like ran out of socks or like I don't know what it was, but I bought yarn from her and I was like, hey, I need a yarn fix, help me please. It was great. But so yeah, I think I'm just gonna bring the 2 socks with me, which should be more than enough. It will be more than enough. It'll be fine. I mean, if I get them done and I don't have anything to work on, that's okay too. But yep, so now I'm going to open day 18 and then get those caked up and then work on getting January developed as far as like figuring out what colors I want to use. I mean, I have the inspiration picture ready. I'll actually put that right here. This is the January club inspiration. Actually, let's just get into it. So I'll definitely be making a post on Instagram later this week about it, but current 2024 club thoughts, feelings, plan. So it will be a monthly club. It will be kind of a mystery. So you will be able to, so I'll have subscriptions available from December, I wrote this down earlier too, the 25th, so Christmas through the end of the year, the 31st. So it'll be 6 days to sign up for the subscription. It's going to be the only time you can subscribe, and with that you'll get a 10% discount on the subscription. So you'll be saving some money by subscribing, and then like after the 31st, if you're not subscribed, you'll have to go month by month, which I think is fair. And it's the easiest way to offer that discount for subscribers. So, okay, so that's subscriptions. And then month to month will be available probably like the last week of the month to order it. And then, oh my gosh, it's so hard. I know how it works, but to articulate it in a way, we're just going to go with it and ask as many questions as you need to figure it out. And I will figure out a better wording by the Instagram post by the time I do that. So this is what I'm thinking now. So January club, you're ordering it now in December. So it'll be the 25th through the 31st of December. You'll be ordering January club. And then January, probably the 25th through the 31st, you'll be ordering the February club. So you're purchasing it a month ahead of time. So then I will die up all the January club orders, probably like the first week and a half of January, because by then I'll know how many I'm dying. And then those will hopefully go out in the mail, definitely by the end of the month. I'm going to shoot for like the 20th of the month, so like the last third of the month, kind of. So we good? We following that so far? So you're like ordering a month ahead of time, which is fine. I think that's fine. So yeah, there's subscriptions, and then there's going to be the buy a month at a time. And since you're ordering ahead of time, I will be dyeing the yarn ahead of time. So definitely by the 25th of December, by Christmas, you'll know what the January yarn is going to look like. So then if mysteries aren't your thing, totally understandable. It's not for everybody. You'll know what you're buying ahead of time. And I'll probably do that on Instagram, as in like, here's the January. So just for January, here's the January inspiration. Here's a black and white picture of the colorways. And here's a color one. So if you don't, like if you still want it to be kind of a mystery, you can kind of have that. But if you don't want a mystery, you'll know what it looks like beforehand. The only way that it's going to be kind of a complete mystery is if you do the subscription. But I believe there is a way to like pause a subscription. So if you like really don't like July's colorway, like you know you'll never use it, you can pause it for that month. So you'll just skip July and then get back on in August. So I feel like that's a kind of safe way to get around that. So I will be having, for each month, there will be a variegated and a tonal and sock sets. I'm not doing stripes this year. They were really fun last year, but it was just too much for me. And to make this better for everybody, we're just going to do a variegated, a tonal, and a sock set. So you'll be able to order either just a variegated skein 100 grams, a tonal skein 100 grams, and then a sock set, which will be 100 grams of the variegated and a 20 gram mini of the tonal. Or I think I'm going to have the option of, you can buy the variegated 100 gram and a tonal 100 grams. So you're getting 200 grams of yarn each month. But I think that pretty much covers it. I hope that made sense. Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to be posting on Instagram later this week with like graphics and like everything's going to be spelled out there. So if you're confused, definitely ask questions down below, but also keep an eye out for that Instagram post. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you might want to. Outside of Vlogmas, I definitely post a lot more on Instagram day to day. Right now it's been kind of slow on Instagram because I'm focusing on this so much, but I don't know, we're figuring out life. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, go for it. It's linked down below. Yeah, so that's the 2024 club, and I'm very excited about that. Like I said, I showed you the January inspiration already. This is the whole year at a glance. So also another thing too, I am envisioning the whole year as being like a big long fade. So it'll be like a 12 color fade, which in theory will like loop back to the beginning. That's my goal. And like the colors kind of lead to that. It's just going to come down to execution on my part. So I'm nervous about that, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. So yeah, that's it for like 2024 club. So yeah, I definitely need to get January dyed and photographed and all that before we leave on Friday. Because if it goes live on Christmas, I'm not going to be here. So yeah, that needs to happen like now. So I might dye it today. Now that I like think about it, I'll probably dye it today so then I can rinse it tomorrow. And it'll be dry on Wednesday so I can take pictures and everything and get everything done on Thursday. So yeah, I should get going. But yes, I'm going to open day 18 of the Teal Torch Knits Countdown, get those caked up, and then work on the January colorways. So I'll show you what I can and talk about what I can't, I guess. So we'll see you in a bit.